Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to ZiyaFit. I know it's been a while. I've had a lot of things going on recently. One of the major things happening recently, I was just certified by the National Academy of Sports Medicine, so I'm now a certified personal trainer. I'm really excited about that, and I'll be now opening up myself to clients. So if you feel like you want to get in touch, I'm going to leave my number. You could WhatsApp me, and also my email address at the end of this vlog. So I want you to feel free to contact me. Now we're going to get straight into today's workout. But before I go any further, I just want to give some of the reasons why working legs is important. I know a lot of guys, they like to avoid training legs, and like Johnny Bravo, just work on that upper body, the chest, the arms, but training the leg muscle, it's not just it doesn't just benefit the muscle as an individual, but there's so many benefits that really helps produce a more aesthetic physique. Now for those of you all who looked at the last two vlogs on weight loss, this was one thing that I left out. Training legs actually helps in burning calories a lot. The legs, in fact, the gluteus maximus, which is your butt, is the largest muscle in the body. And what happens is that these muscles use and expend a lot more energy, and so you'd be burning a lot more calories, burning a lot more fat, and losing weight by training legs. Another benefit of training legs, it forces your pituitary glands to produce growth hormones, which is so essential in the development of bones and tissues, muscle tissues, and it also forces your body to produce more testosterone, your sexual organs. And we know how key testosterone is in hypertrophy goals. Now, when you train your leg muscles, you also indirectly train your abdominals. A lot of the abdominal muscles tie directly into the pelvic floor, and what you find is that a lot of the muscles in the higher regions of the leg also ties into this area. So what you find is that by training legs, you'd also be tightening your core area and your abs, and training legs, it improves your balance, it increases your metabolism, and it just gives you a more aesthetic look. We want to move away from that Johnny Bravo goal of just focusing on that V taper, and really want to focus on the X taper, which really incorporates the V taper and the legs as well. Now the four main exercises we're going to be looking at today, one is the barbell squat, then we're going to look at the Bulgarian split squat. Then we're gonna move from the free weights to machines and focus on leg extensions and leg curls. So here we go, we're gonna get right into it. Alright, the first exercise we have is the barbell squat. Now, just a few tips as we begin this exercise. You wanna take your time when you get the weight off the rack. Take your time to stabilize yourself under the weight. I've seen a lot of people many times, it's almost as if they're afraid of the weight and they run straight into the first rep, but I want you to stabilize on top. Be sure that your body is in control of the weight and not that the weight is in control of you, okay? Now as you stand and you get that weight stabilized, I want you to keep your feet just about shoulder width apart and keep your toes pointing forward. You want to be sure that your lats are engaged, because the lats act as the shelf for your arm, which will be just holding that barbell in place. I want you to take a deep breath and really feel that pressure build up on the inside, and you want to maintain that pressure all the way through the eccentric movement. And then when you begin moving upward in the concentric movement is when you begin to exhale. Keep the elbows tucked at the sides, and they must remain on the barbell for the entire exercise. You don't want them at any point to be shooting backward. What happens is, if it begins to elevate backward, it begins to push the weight forward onto your neck and causes your chest to drop, and that just creates instability that you don't want. So be sure that the elbows are tucked to the sides and under the barbell at all times. It is also essential that you have a single point of focus for this exercise. You really need that point of focus to just maintain stability throughout the movement. Now during the downward and upward movement, eccentrically and concentrically, you want to be sure that the knees do not buckle in at any point. For a really good stretch and contraction of the muscle, it is important that you try to get as low as possible, parallel at least. If you could go below parallel, that's even better. And it's important that when you begin moving upward concentrically and you begin contracting that muscle, that you really engage the glutes. Now the second exercise, the Bulgarian split squat. A lot of the tips that I mentioned for the barbell squat remains the same for the Bulgarian split squat. What I love about this exercise is the proprioceptive advantage that it provides by creating instability by squatting with one leg. By creating this instability, we force the stabilizers in the leg to become active. Now your form for this exercise is really important. You want to be sure that you're not buckling at the ankles or that your knees aren't moving inward or outward, because this is the leg you're standing on, and it is really important that you remain stable, that you remain balanced throughout this exercise, as this is the single leg that you're standing on. I'd really encourage, if you have problems getting the barbell up onto your back, or if you have problems just remaining stable throughout this exercise, that you regress to doing it without weight first, work on those stabilizers and that form, and then you could progress to moving with barbell. Now moving on to some machine exercises. First, we're going to look at extensions, the leg extensions. This really focuses on the quadriceps. Because we have less work to do really with these machines, we try to go for more reps. So we're doing 20 reps per leg, 6 sets in total at a weight of 85 pounds. Now for exercises like the Bulgarian split squat, you'll see that I did not refer to the amount of weight that you would need to move in terms of your 1 RM, and it is because I have not personally gone up to my 1 RM in these exercises. Normally, we specify 1 RM for major lifts like squats, deadlifts, and bench press. So for these, I would just indicate the amount of pounds or weight that I did use for each one of these exercises. Last, we have the leg curls. Now these really focus on the hamstrings and the glutes. For this exercise, we're doing just 6 sets, 10 to 12 reps at a weight of 150 pounds. Now, whatever weight you use, you want to be sure that you could comfortably make the amount of reps with that weight. So it may not be 150 for the leg curls, or it may not be 85 for the extensions like we did before, but whatever weight it is for you to successfully complete the amount of reps specified, you want to be sure that you use that amount of weight.